Christopher McElhenney has twice stood to become the party's deputy leader. Image, NC, CLLR McElhenney, the SNP group leader from Inverclyde who has twice stood to become the party's deputy leader, has a checkered history on social media in recent years. In February he refused to apologize after calling the Labour leader of his council a d***k on Twitter. He was spoken to by SNP bosses, who said they do not condone this sort of language. 3 years ago he did say sorry for causing offence after posting lyrics on Facebook glorifying the IRA while comparing the UK government to terrorists. He has also been embroiled in an employment tribunal with the Ministry of Defence after he left his electrician's job at sites including the nuclear missile base at Coolport and a munitions arsenal at Beith. CLLR McElhenney's security clearance was revoked for 12 months while he was investigated over his views on Trident, Irish politics and even Rangers FC, and although he was reinstated, he later quit and began legal proceedings. He was nominated by Scottish Council's umbrella body COSLA to join the core, which meets in Brussels 5 times a year and has an annual budget of £80 million. However, his appointment was blocked by Westminster due to his past behaviour, with a spokesman saying the decision had nothing to do with his political affiliation or the tribunal. Despite this, Holyrood's Brexit Minister Mike Russell has now written to his UK counterpart Dominic Raab to ask for Mr McElhenney's nomination to be reconsidered as a matter of urgency. The move has astonished Whitehall officials, with sources saying there are literally hundreds of other suitable SNP councillors in Scotland who could do the job. A final decision on the nomination will be taken by the Department for Exiting the EU, but this newspaper understands it is highly unlikely to be approved. Paul Masterton, Scottish Conservative MP for East Renfrewshire, said, "It's astonishing that Mike Russell has renominated this individual. It raises serious questions about his judgment." CLLR McElhenney was deemed unfit to represent the UK on this important body after a lengthy and thorough process, and, looking at his track record, it is easy to see why he was rejected. Mike Russell should looking for a suitable alternative candidate to represent Scotland and the UK, not sticking his neck out for someone who is clearly an embarrassment. In his letter, Mr Russell said there was no evidence to substantiate the refusal and criticised the fact it took more than a year to make a decision on CLLR McElhenney and his fellow nominee, Dundee Labour councillor Kevin Keenan. He wrote, "I should add that the length of time taken by the UK government to achieve a resolution on the Scottish nominations has meant in practice that a significant contingent of Scottish representatives have been prevented from engaging with the core decision-making and deliberations at a critical time for Scotland's place in Europe." Mr Keenan joined the core in July, alongside SNP East Renfrewshire councillor Anthony Buchanan, SNP MSP Mhairi Goughjan and Tory MSP Maurice Golden.